The man behind the badge is also, on occasion, the man behind the microphone. Entertainment reporter Kerry Berglund introduces us to LA's comedy cop.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh?
Sometimes I confuse my jobs. I'm a cop in the day, a comic at night. The other night I'm working overtime as a cop and I went into my comedy routine. Stopped a couple for speeding, put the red lights on, walked up, looked in the car and said, "So how you folks doing tonight? Are you from out of town? Don't put the beer down, sir. 2-drink minimum. Drink up and get out of here."
If Deputy Cliff Yates gets confused over who he is, it's not surprising. His regular work, his real job, if you will, has him patrolling Universal City Walk, a veteran of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department.
Hi, AJ. How are you?
But on certain nights, Cliff trades his gun and nightstick for a microphone. You can catch him on stage, as we did at the Comedy Store in West Hollywood.
I wish I could just give people once good news. You know what I'm saying? Ma'am, I stopped it because your sister's having a baby. Get out of here and drive fast. I started like when I was 5 or 6 years old. I'd watch comedians on TV, and I actually was like a desire to be in front of a crowd. I was a policeman in New York before I came out here. When I came out here, I took a class on comedy writing, and that's where I learned to start writing my own material.
Life on the beat hasn't always been this relaxed for Cliff. He served his time in the tough areas of town, seeing his share of action.
Thank you, buddy. We'll see you later. See, to me, it's scarier working the stage because you got to drop your guard. And as a cop, you know, cops always have the guard up. You know, they're not going to show all this vulnerability. And when you're a comic on stage, you can't do that.
I'll try not to be funny the whole night.
Even when I'm doing the police thing, I'm still the comic, all right?
Okay, I understand.
I don't want you stealing any of the thunder a little bit.
It would be something I don't think that I would actually just have ultimately the bravery to go out and do. To stand in front of that many people and have them judge you based on what you put out.
Rick Martinez has been Cliff's partner for about 4 months. He not only supports Cliff on the job, he's a regular at performances.
We have an incident happen, and we'll talk about it and joke about it all week long, and at the end of the week, he'll be practicing routine, and all of a sudden there's a new bit just off what we've done. So it's neat to watch develop.
Tonight, as Cliff gets ready to go on stage,
I'll go over like the beginning of the routine to get me into the start of it. I'm a deputy sheriff.
his pre-show ritual.
Before I go in, I do a little shake of my hand.
And then, it's showtime.
He's a real cop. He's LA's comedy cop. Give it up for Cliff Yates.
I am a cop, I'm a deputy sheriff, and it's hard being a cop because, hey, turn that video camera off. Cops and video cameras, they go together now. You buy a video camera today, it says right on the box, cops not included.
And maybe tonight, the talent scout, the agent, the industry bigwig who can make the difference for Cliff will be in the audience.
I'm telling you. You know what? You guys have been a fantastic audience, and that's my time. Love you. Thank you very much. Cliff Yates.
Cliff gives himself another 5 years to make it big, or at least to get his big break. If that doesn't happen, he goes to plan B. Another 5 years. This is one tough cop who intends to get his way. In West Hollywood at the Comedy Store, I'm Kerry Berglund, Prime 9 News.